Namaskar.
Namaskar, guys. What's up? Welcome back to casual conversations on spiritual philosophy. We're back.
With Shlokउव and
Yes, and
Mandar
Mandar, of course.
Nirgurkar.
Okay, cool. Let's start.
So this is really long time,
Mhm.
and okay, let's take something which is really bothering me.
Right.
In the current uh, s- world scenario,
Uh-huh.
it's like a turmoil. Whether
Right.
it's the wars going on, Russia Ukraine is almost 4 years now. Iran,
4 years?
yeah,
Damn.
4 years.
Okay.
I know. Then Iran and US and Israel is about 40 days, 60 days, something
Yeah.
like that. Then China is doing its tactics on Taiwan and everything. So everything basically is a turmoil.
Yeah.
Then Venezuela, US.
Yeah.
So that also. So there are a lot of things which are going on in my mind
Mhm.
when it comes to maintaining our calm, our spiritual practices.
Mhm.
So I just heard a podcast where somebody was saying ki, you know, in different yugs there are different spiritual practices.
Yeah.
कुठल्या तरी युगामध्ये there is prescribed as yajna is the this
Mhm.
thing, and somebody said in Kali Yuga, Naam,
Naam Jap. Yeah.
chanting a Naam is the easiest and the
Yeah,
most
the
potent
most effective. Yeah.
thing. So
Right.
what are your views on
Well,
that?
I think that mantras, like doing proper sadhana of a deity, sticking to a mantra of the deity is much more important than just chanting their name.
Okay.
Of course, chanting the name has their own benefit as well, but these mantras that we usually chant, there are some things called as bij mantras.
Okay.
So these bij mantras, they actually hold the pran of that deity.
Okay.
So in like proper English or in Sanskrit or in Marathi, these words make no sense. Nothing. They are just syllables.
Okay.
But they actually hold the essence of that deity.
Right.
So it's sort of like resonance, right? It's like radio. You tune into a frequency and मग radio station मधून जे waves येत आहेत that connect and so we hear the radio.
Right.
So that deity is already sending. It's like vibrating at a certain frequency, right? Which every molecule does.
We have
And
to
then
attune to it.
we attune to it,
Okay.
and then we sort of are in tune with that God. That is what I think is the best thing for us to do. That's why whenever you're chanting any mantra, you have to chant it like with your entire body, not just from the throat, but
Okay.
with your entire breath, with your entire body.
Okay.
That is what I think is more important than just chanting a name
Okay.
of the Lord.
Okay.
And then again, as you were saying, this could possibly be the biblical apocalypse as well.
Oh wow. So yeah.
Famine,
Kalki.
war, pestilence.
Okay.
So this could also be okay. So I read this somewhere. I read it on the internet, so I can't really be sure how valid that is. That once the Euphrates River dries up, then fallen angels will burst out of the earth's core, like from where it is dried up, and then these fallen angels will cause all of the harm and shit, and will open the gates of hell, and then Satan walks out along with the four horsemen of the apocalypse,
Okay.
causing the apocalypse.
Okay.
And then miraculously, when the second coming of Christ comes, Christ appears on a horse,
Okay.
which is strikingly parallel to the coming of Kalki.
Kalki.
Okay, so do you know how many avatars of Vishnu there are?
I think 10.
Right, Dashavatara. But so there is this one book called the Bhagavad Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam, that gives you more avatars that are properly recorded, but that just don't fit into the Dashavatara.
Okay.
There are 24
Wow.
avatars of Vishnu that we
Wow.
know of right now. Funnily enough, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is of 18,000 verses, there is not a single mention of even the word of Radha. But coming back to the 24 avatars, the Dashavatar system is made in such a way so that people understand evolution. The 24 avatars of Vishnu in chronological order aren't the same way of how the Dashavatars come. Dashavatar मध्ये आधी कोण येतं? आधी comes Matsya, then Kurma, something like that. In the 24 system, Varaha comes first. Varaha avatar is the one who comes first.
Okay.
He's the one who sets the earth on its axis. He's the one who basically holds the earth on its tusks and stuff. But that is how the chronological order is. The Dashavatara system is made in such a way so that people, so that us humans, we understand the theory of evolution, Darwin's theory of evolution.
Okay. Now I have a very interestingly spiritual question. Why was a human being ever given birth to? What was see my understanding? Okay, basic. Ki we have a soul that is like a small speck.
We don't have a soul. We are the soul and we have a body.
Okay, we are the soul and
the soul has a body.
Yeah. It has the body. That ultimate goal of the soul is to fuse in the ultimate soul. Now, if we why this was created? Why human was ever created? So that really bothers me, because if a human was created out of maybe Brahma's, creation, what do you say? His activity of creation.
I think like the universe as a whole, or like us living beings, not just humans, I think it was created so that the life force stays in a loop forever. It stays alive instead of it just being dormant with God.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And then if nothing was created, then nothing would exist, right? Even the gods wouldn't have a form if life didn't exist. So even the gods have life.
So creation is the essence.
Yeah, creation
keeping
is the
everything.
Of keeping everything in sort of
in
like
motion.
a loop, in a motion. To keep it dynamic. And then again, I think it's very important that this thing happens, because I read this somewhere, that what is the earth without creation? What is this earth without art? It's just a rock.
It's just,
right. So if you do not have that creative capacity, if you do not have that will to create something beautiful out of the power that you have, what's the use?
So then, is it that since we're talking about evolution, so is it that this evolution process of all the yugs, for example, Rama Avatar, Krishna Avatar, then Kalki coming, then the earth getting destroyed, and then again it's restarting. Is this a continuous process?
Yeah, it's
like this must have happened
continuous process,
many times.
That's what I say. With like maybe slightly tiny alterations somewhere in the process, but essentially keeping dharma over adharma anyway.
Okay.
I'll tell you the craziest thing now. This is something I read like a year ago that blew my mind. Okay. So since the Dashavatara system is made in such a way that people understand evolution. So first, every life originated in water. Right? We began as single-celled organisms. Every life originated in water. That's why Matsya Avatar. Then slowly, there were amphibians. That's why Kurma Avatar, tortoise. Then came Varaha Avatar, animal. Then became a transition of animal and human. That's why we have Narsimha. Then came pre-developed humans, which was Vaman Avatar. Yeah, dwarf guy. Then came humans, but like with primitive tools. That's why Parshuram with the axe. Then came like much more developed humans. That's why Ram. After Ram, we had much more development and intellect and everything. That's why Krishna, Buddha. And then the pinnacle of human evolution might be Kalki. Right? But if we are evolving so much in time, then what stops us from assuming that Kalki might not be human at all and Kalki might be artificial intelligence? This is something that scared me like a year ago
really scared.
when I read it. Because like, come to think of it, Kalki is not going to kill the non-believers. Kalki is going to kill everyone.
Right.
Because everyone is going to be a dharmi at that point in time. So what if it's like Terminator?
So then why was this story that all these Sapta Chiranjeevs are going to get together, right from Parshuram to Ashwatthama, to help Kalki fight something, or help people fight against Kalki?
No. So Kalki is the good guy here.
Okay.
So these guys are going to help Kalki fight everyone else. there is also a form of Ganpati. I can't remember the name exactly.
Okay.
Who's also going to be, he's going to be of grey complexion, like smoky grey, like this, and he's going to help fight alongside Kalki as well. And
But then imagine the enemy would
Yeah,
be so
yeah,
powerful
the
that
enemy
you
is so
require a
powerful.
Vishnu
Exactly.
avatar plus all these
you require Hanuman, you require
Yeah.
a Parshuram,
Ashwatthama also.
exactly, Ashwatthama, Ganpati,
Wow.
and a proper avatar of Vishnu. So imagine how huge the Adharma must be.
So I think we still have
Yeah, we still have some time to
We
chill.
still
We
pretty
live in a situation where everything just seems so out of hand, so out of control. But then if you wait and if you see what has been prophesized, then I think we are
still long
in
way.
better times.
Better times, yeah. Okay. So now, any conversation which lead us to Krishna all the time, you know, somewhere or other we
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
Bhagavad Purana or whatever.
Yeah.
Now Krishna is supposed to be obviously not a tantric god, right? It's a Purna avatar.
Huh.
So how do you Krishnachi sadhana? How do you appease to Krishna?
Okay, so the first thing that I would want to say is,
So does Krishna have a beej mantra?
yeah.
So yeah,
Of
that's
course. So now this is something that I discovered, which like set me back, and like I required time to fully grasp it.
okay.
So Devi and Vishnu are like two sides of the same coin.
So like Shakti and Shiva and Shakti.
No. Shakti and Vishnu. Shiva and Shakti are like one.
Okay.
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 But Devi and Vishnu are like opposite.
Okay.
They're like sisters, brother sisters.
Okay. Got
You
it.
see?
Got it. Got it.
Kali's Bij mantra, Kali Mata, is the same Bij mantra that Krishna has.
Oh my god. Can we pause this podcast?
So there is something called the Dasha Mahavidyas that we know.
Yeah.
10 tantric goddesses. And then, guess what else is 10? You have the Dashavatars.
Yes.
So each Mahavidya is each Dashavatar, like one of them.
Wow.
So like Krishna is Kali.
Krishna is Kali.
Yeah, basically. Like I think Tara is Ram, something like that. But every Devi of the Dasha Mahavidya, Devi in general is like Vishnu's sister, or like Vishnu in female form,
Okay.
or like Vishnu is like Devi in male form.
So I had heard somewhere or read somewhere that Krishna is a very attractive kind of a god.
Yeah.
You really get
He's an attractive and a guy as well.
guy.
In
But then
general.
people don't start Krishna sadhana just out of keep Ganpati. For example, Ganpati is like a universal god. People tell if you want to avoid obstacles or get over obstacles, you start Ganpati and you start doing it. But Krishna sadhana, nobody really tells you to do Krishna sadhana. I think you stumble upon it.
And I think most people are just like, कि ह्याची साधना का करू मी? He's to himself such a flawed character.
Exactly.
I would much rather do something transcendental. You all don't understand.
Huh.
Krishna shows how a human can be God, which is most important. What people do nowadays is people preach Krishna instead of living Krishna.
Right.
Right. If you want to attain Krishna, you have to live like him. You have to live so truthfully that prayer becomes unnecessary. But what these people do is like, Krishna ne he kela na. So now we will say that this is something that everyone should do. Much rather than living than his philosophy, they are just spreading it blindly, which I think is like stupid, honestly.
It's incomplete.
And I think if you like want to get started onto Krishna sadhana, I think the best Krishna sadhana to do is to first live by his philosophy.
Okay.
Become what you worship is like my core principle. So I think that is very important, because unless you do not fully emanate yourself in that tattva. Now people ask me differentiate between Ram and Krishna. The tattva is same, but the tattva jnana is different. The philosophy is different. So unless
I think the statement you just said was that how human can be God. So for Ram it was how God can be
God
human.
can be,
And
yeah,
then
God
Krishna can be
shows
how-
his human side.
Huh.
And in
Completely
Krishna,
human. He didn't try to
exactly.
you
He
know
didn't
do
try to
anything
any
magical.
mistake. Exactly. And in Krishna's side, he shows full mischief. He shows full Aishwarya Leela. He shows that he can be like nobody at the same time, but also everybody at the same
Everything
time.
and
Yeah, because he was like a normal guy. He was like a child. He was a cowherd. I remember one of my gurus telling me the story where Balram and Krishna both are playing with like a calf. And so Krishna holds the tail of the calf, and the calf is running around and like cowering and stuff. And त्याला सगळं लागतंय कृष्णाला, and they are fighting, they are playing. So this guy is the same guy who is lifting the Govardhan Parvat. This guy is the same guy who is delivering the Bhagavad Gita. People always say be good, be humble, but no one dares to say be vast. Krishna shows us.
So do you mean to say that we can choose Krishna?
I think that all of us should identify the Krishna within them. All of us. Because for a character that is so vast, that is so multi-faced, I think even if you choose just one aspect of it, it's too much for us to handle. But I think we should develop that in ourselves before, just rather than just doing mantra jap. I think it's very important to actually live the God within yourself.
So my key takeaways from this conversation were that you have to live so truthfully that prayer becomes unnecessary. That is really a big statement. And second was that just don't keep praying or chanting.
Right.
Live the deity you're worshipping. And third thing, it's not a takeaway, but it's like a scary shit. And Kalki can be AI.
Yeah.
So, as always, it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
And lot of
Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Alright.
Thank you.
Bye bye.